Hey guys, welcome to Soccerholics TV, the show where we talk about great topics, everything to do with football or soccer, as we're here in Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
Here at Football Factory, the great place to hang out.
Okay, drop the act. Just
Sorry,
say the topic.
okay.
Say the topic
It's on
already.
my mind. I want to talk about the ridiculous amount of money is being spent on players across the world.
Yes.
And as you know, in North America, each team has a salary cap, basically where a team has a budget of money, just like a company does, to hire all their staff, or players in this case, and work around that and try and achieve success. I would love to see a salary cap introduced to the English Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, Ligue 1, all the other European leagues, because I think it would be interesting in the way we go forward to try and win stuff. We're talking about Paul Pogba, like £100 million.
He's worth it.
He's not worth it.
He's worth it.
Not worth it. No one's worth
what
it.
I'm saying,
That's for another video.
okay, but I'm just saying, like, look at where we come to now in 21st century. You know, a club who's owned by a millionaire can just go and buy any player, and they'll go for money instead of achieving that great success.
Yeah, but if the Premier League had a salary cap, do you think we would have got Paul Pogba in the Premier League?
Who cares about that?
Well, you
It's all about marketability.
It's all about
Pogba
seeing-
brings in people.
I'm talking about long-term guys.
Yeah, but
long-term.
all we want to see is the best players in the Premier League,
No,
right?
but I'm talking about
That's
long.
not gonna happen
I'm
if
talking
you have
about long
a salary
term.
cap,
What about
so-
the other divisions who come up? Right, they win the Championship, Division 2, Division 1. They come up. They come to the Premier League, and they're like they have to compete with all these teams.
But
do,
they
they do
have
alright.
the money.
They do
They
alright.
don't have the money. Who has the money?
Okay, when you get promoted, you get a lump sum of money. You don't
Yeah.
get as much money as 17th, 18th, 19th, or 20th, but you still get money.
Yeah, but
and
also-
if you...
They're still doing alright
but
now. Burnley
yeah.
just broke their salary cap. Broke their.
Remember the
their
team that we
budget
praised-
twice, right? They broke their.
There's Burnley.
Burnley spent loads of money this year. Middlesbrough. Look at the players Middlesbrough brought in.
Swansea,
They're
remember
great,
where Swansea
Valdez.
came from? They came from the 5th Division. Leicester City, the man of the century, Jamie Vardy.
Oh
He's
my
playing
God.
for Fleetwood, working in a factory. Like, we're talking in football factory.
Yeah, but that was Fleetwood Town. I mean, that's where he started his career.
Yeah, but
I'm
Leicester City-
talking about long term. I'm talking
And
about.
Leicester City, if you go back 5 years till now, was a long-term project, just like you wanted.
My point is, I'm saying that in the game.
So what do you want? A team to
I'm
come
talking
up
about- no,
into
I'm
the Premier
talking
League and win the league
No, I'm
next
talking
year.
about in the age we live in, guys. You know, players are going for money. Who's going to pay me the most money?
Players are not
That's
going
sad.
for money.
They are.
They're going for playing time.
China.
Those are where those players go for money. If you're going for playing time, you go to the right club. And once again, I'm going to say my favorite player that you guys dislike, Mario Balotelli went to Nice
God.
for playing time.
I know.
He didn't go for money.
Who cares?
Who cares? He's a guy going for playing time.
Good for him.
Good for him. There are other players out there. Unfortunately, now we're labeled now because Pogba goes for 100 million, which you still disagree with.
I'm just
But then
I'm just saying.
they've tried to do stuff with the salary cap. They brought in the financial fair play to try and make it a bit fairer.
And the English Premier League, for instance, have implemented that rule with the foreign player rule, so they have to have 7 English players on the team. So there are steps.
That's got nothing to do with. That's fine. I'm talking about like putting a ridiculous figure on a human being. And
we all know the money is crazy.
on a human being.
The money's
Well,
crazy.
that's because
but
you
it's
play
not-
too much FIFA.
And the clubs are getting this money and just saying, here you go.
Maybe if you didn't try to bid on Ronaldo and wait till his contract expired in FIFA, maybe you would have got him.
No, I don't.
What do you want them to do? If someone wants your player for
I'm just
90
saying.
million,
I'm just saying it's gonna. It would be interesting if we have a salary cap.
Yeah.
Because it would shape. It would just do a different.
One thing I do see with a salary cap, instead of just you're lining right now the players' pockets and stuff like that, salary cap, the amount of money in football, them owners of the club will be making a ridiculous amount. If you can only pay someone 30 grand a week, when now you're paying them 280, where's that money going? It's going straight to the owner's pocket.
but
It would be crazy amount of money they'd be making.
But the point is, it limits that team of having, and then any player can go. Basically, no team is going to buy 11 Ronaldos. A Ronaldo's going to go to each team.
Okay.
That's the whole point, is what I'm trying to say. So it's competitive.
It still
do you think people want to see, like, back in the day, Man United win all the titles? It was boring.
Yeah,
It's boring.
I get-
Not if you're a Man United fan.
Well, no, but I mean, it's like, but there's what's the point of
gonna
being in
raise
the
my
Premier
hand for
League if
this.
it's not competitive?
You know when like United was doing its thing and winning all the titles at the turn of the century, and then Wenger kind of walked in and did the savvy thing and bought players smart and scouted. That's the fun of the game. You still get that without the salary cap.
Look at La Liga, 3 teams: Madrid, Atletico,
But that's-
Madrid, Atletico,
But
Barcelona.
that has been a product of the Spain organization
Yeah.
as the FA.
But also it's the money.
When you look at Barcelona, they do spend a lot of money too, but their youth system's amazing. Like, they're bringing through great young players every year. So it's not like they're just going out and they are spending money, but not like the players they bring in come from their youth a lot of the
Yeah, I
time.
know, but-
It's
So
weird to say, but like it's a balance between the club and the international. Like so, like the French international organization says, okay, we want to focus on you. Or let's take the recent example, Germany. Germany has so many talented players that were like, how are they able to pick a international team?
And they want to go and play for Bayern.
But guess what? No, but guess what? They're all scattered across the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
We all have our favorites there.
Yeah, I know we do. But the point is, it's just, there's just too much money in today's game. I'm just so
My thing is, if you want, because we're all
It's
EPL
sad.
main fans,
It's sad.
why doesn't the FA use all this English Premier League money and put it into youth development? So that way, in a decade or two, I can say that England is going to be like the Germany and Spain of this year.
they do
There is
that,
youth
don't they?
development.
There's huge amount of money
Each
going
Premier
into
League
it.
team has a youth development academy.
The biggest problem they've got in England with that is that there's loads of money into youth, there's loads going into it, but once they get good enough, you just buy a player like Pogba from a different country and he comes to play for you, and this guy never makes it to the first team, right? Because everyone wants someone now, ready now, right? So they want to spend the 90 million so he's ready to play.
It's very true.
I'm just saying, guys, like if this doesn't get sorted out like in the next few years, then like no team is going to have a chance of beating the likes
Leicester
of
did
the
it.
bigger team.
Leicester won
Yeah, no,
another
that was
league.
that was a fluke. We all knew that was a fluke. It's never going to happen again.
But there's more
It's a
money.
rarity.
I know, but
I don't
there's
think
more
it's a
money
fluke.
going into football, and now someone like Leicester
I'm going
won
to
the
defend
league.
Leicester this season. I know they've been beaten a lot in the EPL, but their goal now as a club is they achieve the unlikely of getting into Champions League. And they're going to focus on Champions League more. Because you know what? Ranieri's being honest. He knows that they're not going to repeat. So what they're going to try
Everyone
to do...
knows it's not going to repeat.
I know they're... But how far are they going to go in Champions League?
Well, who knows? Who knows? But
I know how far they're going to go
They
in
were an
Champions League.
underdog.
They're going for the
Yeah.
knockout stage.
No, they were an underdog and they succeeded without any money, without like an influx of money. But then
that
again,
comes
they're
down-
but
no,
they're
but
owned by
they had money. They didn't have the, I guess, abundance of money that we look at. That
But every Premier League team's got money. None of them can say they're poor because they're in the Premier League. You've got money.
So like think about it like that. If every Premier League team has some form of money,
but they don't have the money.
But they can't
like
buy
100 million.
But they can't buy the top 10% of players that we all really
Of course
need.
not.
But they can still buy the majority. So
what I'm saying. It's
it's
gonna
an
be-
even
it's gonna
playing
be
field
the-
for the most part.
No, it's going to be the man. It's going to be. That's the point, guys. The Premier League, a club is owned by a wealthy backer, right? That's all it
Okay.
takes, right? Sunderland, West Ham aren't going to fork out 100 million on a player because they don't have the money.
But who
These-
needs
these
to?
clubs are
But
spending
who
money.
needs to? But that's
But
the
you're
point.
forking it on one player when you can easily spread that money and get 5 players and play a proper
That's
system.
the whole point of a salary cap.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying.
You gotta know how to spend your money.
Which is what they do in the
Like what?
NFL and the NBA and MLS. They spread their money because they have to.
No,
because
they
it's
don't.
the rules.
But here's the thing: they spread their money to fill in 15 places or 15 places on the
They
team.
fill a
And there's
roster.
look,
Yeah.
look at TFC. We have Altidore, Gio.
Who cares? I can't. Sorry,
And
I can't
Bradley?
talk about. Sorry, Toronto fans. I don't.
But here's the thing: you have 3 DP players that are making more than the whole other 15 players. What's the difference of a salary cap? So what are we gonna now say for like Man U now that Zlatan, Pogba, and Rooney are their 3 DP players,
but
and everybody else gets to make like what
It was-
£20 a week?
Yeah, it's
No,
not
but
that
the
much
MLS,
money,
the MLS
but-
will buy a marquee player from around the world to make their team good. What Beckham did, right? Because they have to. Imagine if there was no salary cap. Do you think TFC could afford to buy a lot of great players?
It's Toronto. We're like in the top 10 most popular places in the world. We make money. We're a marketable city.
Yeah, but they're not a marketable team.
I don't think
Yeah,
anyone's-
but it's Maple Leaf Sports Entertainment.
No one's ever going to agree on this, man.
No.
Salary cap comes in, might be the best idea.
It will literally
All
ruin
right,
the game.
All right, guys, what do you think? You can comment. YouTube page, Facebook, Twitter. Very heated discussion.
Let me put it like this to
I don't
you
like
again.
these guys anymore. Next week, tune in. See you then.
No salary cap.